Hi, I'm Taylor Hardaway and this is Taylor's Rabbit Food Reviews. Today I am making a Tempeh Reuben. This is from Vegan with a Vengeance. This was Isa Moskowitz's first cookbook. I haven't gotten a whole lot of use out of it, but I have bookmarked a lot of stuff that I have made a few times or want to make. But this is one that I've made several times. I'll go ahead and start. There is one major change that I have made to this. It being made with tempeh is already, not authentic, so I take it a pretty big step away from authentic, from using a different kind of bread. But also she has you make it in a marinade, and so that marinade calls for wine, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, tamari, lemon juice, and garlic, and an hour of soaking the tempeh in the marinade and flipping it over. So it's an hour of time, and it's like $30 worth of ingredients that I, over time, have eventually decided it's not worth it. And I think I like it better without it. So I just use the tempeh right out of the package, and I just go ahead and cook it, and it's actually still pretty good. This is Light Life tempeh. I got this at Whole Foods. The recipe calls for 1 pound, so each one is 8 ounces, so half a pound. So I do 2 packages. I think you can actually get this cheaper at Trader Joe's and other places, but I wasn't there today, so it was $3.29, which was kind of a lot, but you can get it for cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these cooking as fast as I can. I just cut it first like this, and then I cut it into little slices like that, so you'll get 4 pieces. So they're not ever perfect, but you do the best you can. If you have a different pan, sometimes you cut them into like little smaller pieces to fit the pan, and then you can just kind of pile them on top of each other on the sandwich. I do that sometimes when I use a round pan. Supposed to sizzle, but that's okay. Tempeh, you're really just kind of heating up anyways. This is a relatively quick, now that you take the hour of marinade off, it's a pretty quick recipe to make. And it's a pretty decently healthy lunch option. All right, so there you go. And now you make the dressing, pretty important part. So it calls for the dressing 1/3 cup veganese. And none of this has to be exact. This is all like very loose. So I've got a little measure here that says half a cup, 1 cup. So 1/3 of a cup is a little less than half of a cup. So that's what I'm doing. You could even make this like a bigger amount and just keep this on hand, honestly. All right, so 1/3 cup veganese, and then 2 tablespoons of ketchup. I don't measure that, I just go 1, 2, and then it says juice of 1 lemon. I stopped doing the lemon. I went from juice of 1 lemon to juice of half a lemon, and then I just decided this lemon is just making it way too watery, so I just leave the lemon out. You do need onion. It's 1 tablespoon of minced onion. which is kind of annoying because you have to buy a whole onion for it, but just cook almost anything within the next few days and you'll use the onion. Just remember that you have it. Well, no, I ended up getting more than a tablespoon. See, it's easy to go over a tablespoon. You hardly need any at all. I need to flip those here pretty soon. All right, so put the onion in there. All right. Well, it doesn't need flipping too bad. But I'm getting a little bit of a sizzle. Yeah, a little bit of sizzling. That's good. All right, so onion and then 3 teaspoons of capers. All right, so here are my capers. This I got from Costco a pretty long time ago. Best before 2022. So this is a lot of capers, but I got it at Costco, I think for $8. And this is going to last me at least until 2022. You can get like a very, very small jar from some other places for like $6. Or you can go to Costco if you have a Costco membership and get this giant thing for $8. All right, so 3 teaspoons of capers. Doesn't have to be exact, just like the other ones, but I'll go ahead and make it exact. Try to get all the water out. You don't want it to be watery. Get a little extra in there. All right, and 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish. There you go. So this takes a few things that you will use over and over, not a whole lot of fresh ingredients. But I make this recipe all the time for lunch, so they'll get use out of it. And you can, you can shave it down to like just a tempeh sandwich and then kind of build your way up as you go and get one thing at a time. And then it asks for a pinch of cayenne. I don't do that. I do a pinch of sriracha, like I always do with stuff with spices. And then mix it up. It's really, really good. Usually things with veganese is just addicting anyways. And she actually does have an updated version. She has an updated version of this whole book, the 10th anniversary edition, with things that are simplified. So I'm not really sure what changes she made to that because I just have this and I've never upgraded. But maybe I should at some point. That version is out there. Maybe it's kind of like what I'm doing now. All right. There you go. And then, so I just use regular bread. This is from Whole Foods, organic sprouted wheat bread. So this is just like the freshest bread that they have. They've got like specialty bread at Whole Foods and I'm sure a lot of places, but I can't ever find pumpernickel bread. They used to kind of have some bagged pumpernickel, but they stopped carrying it, and then I switched to Jewish rye, and I stopped carrying that. So there's really nothing bread-wise that I can do about it. And you can use this bread for other stuff too. And it's still pretty good. So it would be better with pumpernickel and anything else, but it's still pretty good this way. And you get like versatile use out of it, like I said. So not very authentic, unfortunately, but ask yourself if you actually care about that. I've started just keeping like a loaf of bread at work, and then I keep this separate at work, and then I just make it at work instead of making it ahead of time. If you have a refrigerator area to do that at your job, that's one way to do it. Instead of, it's pretty quick to put together. Or you can do it at home and put it together real fast in the morning. So yeah, another thing that she has you do is she has you toast the bread and then put margarine on it. I just like bread the way it is, so I don't do that. So you put it together. Pretty easy. You put the dressing on first, and if you make a sandwich way ahead of time, and if you use the lemon, it's gonna get pretty soggy. It's not bad soggy. It's actually pretty good soggy, but it's messy, so I do it as close to eating time as I can. So put the dressing on, and I got some kind of nice sauerkraut. This was $5 at Whole Foods, on sale for $5. This is a little nicer. Whole Foods has like some plain sauerkraut for $5, and you get a little bit more than this. And that could even go on sale for less. But this was on sale. I want to try something new, so I got this. So put the dressing on, and then put sauerkraut on. Oh, this is chopped up into nice little pieces. Not as watery as the Whole Foods kind, so this is pretty nice. Yeah, that goes on really well. So I kind of like this brand already. All right. So there you have that. And then you can put some avocado on it. Avocado is optional. Can't find avocado that's ripe, you can leave that out, or if you don't feel like spending the money on it. There you go. Ugh, a little messy with the avocado. There you go. And then just put a couple of these on there. And then you can save these for another time. All right, and you'll probably want to slice it in half. Usually I just do it real fast and I eat like that, but you can slice it in half. And then put some pickles with it. These pickles are really good too. This brand, you can find it at Target, anywhere. It's definitely worth it. Get a bunch of pickles that last forever. All right, there you go. You've got a vegan Tempeh Reuben. Thanks for watching. Anything that you would like to comment, add, or amend to my recipe? If you've made this and you liked it, what do you think? What do you think I could do to it? Comment below, like and subscribe. Thank you so much.